Hi, my name is Maiwa and welcome. In this video, we're going to be converting a film negative into a positive, and we're going to finish it off in Photoshop. So if you have some of this lying around in your house and you don't have a lab around that can help you get the picture you want out of it, you can easily use this method to convert your film negative into positive, and then you can print after that in Photoshop. Now, there are several ways you can do this, and I'm just showing you one of the ways. In fact, I came up with this one following all the examples I've seen. The most conventional way is to use a scanner. There are lots of scanners that can scan this film and produce a quality one for you. Those are good to invest in if you're going to be doing that a lot, okay? But if it's going to be a one-time thing, then it may not be so wise to invest in scanners like that. So there are different kinds of scanners and there are different grades of such scanners. But in this video, I'm going to be using a very simple technique which you can do right away. I'm going to identify the picture I want to scan. So this is a LED light. I use this for videos a lot of time. So, you know, I light for lighting basically. And today we're going to be using it to backlight the film. So I'm going to select a picture which I want to use. So I'm going to pick from this strip and then let me keep this one somewhere. All right. And then I'm going to put on the light, and you can actually use a speed light as well, okay? So you look for a piece of glass, transparent glass, white and no color filter in them, and then you can place your speed light underneath and then have your trigger on the camera. And then this will do the same thing. So I'm going to put on this light and I'm going to turn off the light I'm using currently for the video, for this video, and we're going to take a picture. Okay, so let me turn off. Now the reason why I'm doing that is to make sure that we don't have spill of light coming from around. So we're just focused on this one. That will help the contrast in the final take. Now, what camera settings do you need to do this? You basically want to have, well, it's on a flat surface already, but I think it's good if you are on a deeper depth of field, somewhere between f8 and f11. We'll do f5.4 can work, but I'm comfortable with f8. And then you can adjust your ISO and shutter speed accordingly. I'm using a Canon 70D for this, and 50mm 1.8 lens. You can see from this the film. You can already see the negative from what we have. So if you could come around and see the preview on the LCD of the, pick up the phone. Yeah. So you can already see what we're going to be shooting. So I'm going to go back into the camera settings. I've preset this. I'm actually on f8 and 250 that shutter speed. And of course my ISO is 100. Now that I have this, I can easily take the shot. One more thing I want to do is, although the shutter speed is actually very fast, so that shouldn't be a problem. I'm talking about camera shakes. So, but what I'm going to do is put it on a timer. Okay. I'm going to put it on a timer so that once I leave the camera, it has about 2 seconds to settle down. And then we have a clean shot. I think with that we'll have a clean shot. So the next step of this process now is Photoshop. I've shot the negative using this technique. The next step is to go into Photoshop and we'll finish up the process from there. So now we're in Photoshop and I've loaded the negative we shot, and now we're going to convert it back to positive. And there is a tool in the adjustment panel that will help us do this, and it's called Invert. Very simple. So if you go to the adjustment panel on Photoshop, in case yours is not open like this, just go to your Windows and adjustment. Once you check adjustments, you will see it pop out, and you're looking for the one that says invert. Okay, and so if I click on invert, this inverts the picture into the positive version. Okay, so using that, I'm going to crop. Let's crop the image so that we just focus on the one we want to work on. Okay, now you may see that there is a lot of color cast in the image, so we're going to use several adjustment layers to fix this. Okay, so I think I should crop in a little more. Yeah, okay, all right. So it's not looking like what we really want, but by the time we'll treat all the colors, we should be where we want to be. Now I'm going to add a curves adjustment layer, and the first thing I want to do is to get rid of the blue cast in the shadow and the highlight. So I'm going to click on the RGB and go to the blue channel and bring down the blues in the highlight just a little bit. And okay, so let's focus on the highlights for now. Let's focus on the highlight for now. One thing that can also help, maybe I should do that first, is to check in the image, what is it that could be white? So I'm suspecting this bag on the leading. I think, I can't remember, this was taken a very long time ago. I think this is white, so on the curves adjustment, I'm going to click on white. So I'm going to set the white point to that bag actually. Okay, so that is beginning to alter what we have. I'm not sure, I think that may be too much. It's looking too much actually, setting that point as a white point. Okay, now to get rid of all the color casts, like I said earlier, we're going to the blue channel and I'm reducing the blues from the highlight, and I'll go to the green. The green also looks so ridiculous, so bringing it down. Now we seem to be getting a feel of the real skin tone here. Now I'm going to use another adjustment layer for the shadows. So again, I'm going into the blues. Actually, the blue is not so obvious in this one, just a little bit, and also into the greens. No, I wanted to change not highlight this time, the shadow. I want to remove blue from the shadow. So somewhere around here is fine, and also green. Okay, now it looks too bright, so I'm going to drop the entire image and enhance the contrast by pulling the blacks in. This is making some sense, and then I'll maybe I should take the highlight back up. Yeah, right, and then one more. So the beautiful thing about adjustment layers is that they are non-destructive, so you can easily go back at any point in time to fix some of the things you've been doing before. All right, so let's recap. This is before and this is after. So now we've been able to convert a negative picture from the negative film by shooting it in by backlighting it. You can actually use a scanner. It will give you a similar result, and then the type of scanner you use may actually dictate the kind of result you're going to get. So I think we're through with this. Yeah. Thank you for watching this episode, and I'll see you in the next video. If you've not done so already, please subscribe and then push the notification icon so you get notification once we come up with a new video. If you have any questions, you can leave them in the comment section behind below. And if you have other methods you think might work better than what we've done, please share with it's a learning community, and we'll appreciate that. See you in the next video.